This is such a wonderful piece of nature. Desperate times call for desperate measures. He threw down the gauntlet. Let's see how it goes. There's a silly amount of fish underneath here. Look at this tasty little treat. Singing kayak, yippee yippee yay. Ah! Only the best lessons here. But life is a game. Please subscribe and like and let us know how special you think we are. I goofed. Moup's not happy. Taking a slight detour, get a clonk, and then get ourselves to the Biesbosch. Let's go! Love this guy. Super catch. You cannot go in there and out without listening to some crazy story. It's pretty fun actually. Okay, so back in the car. Last leg. As the crow flies, it's about 30 kilometers. Well, we have to go way around, so it's gonna be like 65. Still on the road. About 22 minutes to go. Just spoke with my buddy Moup. We're gonna limit his exposure to the camera today. This is amazing. He's nearly there. He's like, my dude, this is such a wonderful piece of nature. And if we're not gonna catch fish there today, well, we might as well just pack it up and never go fishing ever again. So he threw down the gauntlet. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so here we are. And now the tedious job begins of getting everything from the car, getting everything set up. And there we're going. So my buddy been fishing here. But yeah, he's a little bit under geared when it comes to his line capacity. Apparently he's using 0.16 mil, which is like maybe a 20-pound line. And that's probably not going to cut it, but we'll see. Okay, so plan was to take the kayak, but I goofed. This I connected last trip with super glue, and that tore through the zip ties as well as that it just broke down altogether. So I need to redo this with epoxy. This is part of my rudder. And the rudder is still in the hallway, so there's no way for me to steer if the motor is on there, right? Because I'm sitting right there. I can't reach. Normally there's a pole running over there, and the engine will go like that. So we're going by pedal today. Okay, so while Moup is singing, we set up the kayaks, just the battery and the pontoons, so we have a little bit more extra stability. No engine because I forgot stuff and such. But yeah, I just took like an hour getting prepared, and yeah, Moup's not happy. But anyway, we're gonna put stuff in the water and then pedal. Made some modifications. Put the outriggers a little bit further out because I was hitting it with the paddles all the time. They still do to a degree, but we're used to that. Also moved the fish finder a bit, and holy moly, we'll be trying to catch some fish here because this is really interesting. Okay, so the fish finder is showing a lot of crazy signals here. There is about 1.5 meter water under the boat. But the bottom is having like these little dips and mountains in them. There's a silly amount of fish underneath here. Let's give this a try. Hier is het 3,3 meter. We're now drifting. Wind's coming from there. Here's a plateau, it's really shallow over there. So we're just let the wind take us up to the shallows. We'll go back and we're going to try it again. See if we can hook some fish. So there's a lot of splashing going on. The wind picked up a bit. So that means that with every single wave I'm getting wet, which is not ideal. I mean, I can get wet, I'll dry up. There's a lot of gear in the boat. I prefer it to keep dry. Also, it's not very comfortable. So we're gonna have a look, see if we can find a spot that seems interesting with some shallows, with some deeps, and maybe a little bit less wind and a few less waves. Because yeah, this is getting pretty shaky. Maybe we'll survive. We're going through that large tree in the distance. I want to see if we can maybe either anchor there or go to shore and maybe put out a float rod with some worms. Maybe use a clone teaser, see if we can get a fish. And so we're crossing this intersection right now. Moup's coming back from the distance. He likes his lure fishing a lot. I despise lure fishing. Well, despise is a big word. I think it's very cumbersome. And it pulls me into looking too much at the minutiae, the details, rather than fishing, right? So I'm changing lures a lot and overdoing my technique, etc. And with live bait fishing, life's just a lot easier. That's why it's called live bait fishing. Currently we're on a cano route right here. There's like over 9,000 people. So I think it's a good idea if we're going to the other side of the channel. Okay, so we're gonna go across the water, go over there. Even here still, it's only a meter, meaning that it's not enough water for a fish very big to be here, and fish also have no reason to be here because there's no predator, no prey fish, right? So if there's no small fish, there's no big fish, i.e. no fish. We're halfway there. Rowing on a prayer. Well, they're not going to copyright restrict me for that. I'm going diagonally across to absorb some of the waves instead of grabbing them all on our side. This is good for my shoulders. I'd rather have the engine though. That'd be a lot more ideal. Because that thing is quick compared to this. And you can actually do multiple things at the same time. It's really hard to fish and paddle at the same time. Only the best lessons here. But life is a game. Please subscribe and like. And let us know how special you think we are. Oh, we're having fun. The weather is great. Got a nice little sunburn going on. A little bit of exercise. Got my mate with me. There's a remote chance to catch fish. What else could we want? Food! Moup, are you gonna sing along? Singing kayak, yippee yippee yay! Singing kayak, yippee yippee yay! Singing kayak, yippee, kayak, yippee, kayak, yippee yippee yay! Holla! So here we are. I decided to anchor for a bit, and I made a float rig. So this is a treble hook. Yeah, this is literally called a bastard hook for the cheeky bastards. We're gonna put a bunch of earthworms on here, like 3 on every hook, and then 2 on this one. And this is gonna be like this big lump of worms. I attached the swivel, a little lead, and a float. And yeah, we're gonna present that down here in the current. Let's see if we can catch a catfish. Look at this tasty little treat. Doesn't that look delicious? Let's present it to the fish. Well, there we are. That's the plan. I have no idea if there's any fish there. Moup almost flipped. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it there and we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, I put on a long sleeve because I started to smell roasted bacon right here. So yeah, that was my cue. Face is burning terribly as well, even though I put some sunscreen on it. Might be a wise idea to find a location where we're not out in the sun, but we'll see. Great. We've been fiddling about a bit here. It's not giving the desired outcomes. So we're gonna head back, check a few spots along the coastline here, and then we're gonna have an attempt at fishing near the bridge. See if we can catch something with the worms. Catfish like that apparently, if I'm doing it right, which I'm probably not. We caught something. There's a lot of these things here. No scallops. But if they're everywhere, then the fish aren't interested. So we're in the wrong spot. Fighter jets. Moup is also trawling. We can see. There's so much garbage in the water. Okay, this is a shallow alarm. Moup! It's under a meter of water here. I have a ton of weed on. The lure is so heavy that it's actually turning the boat. Look at that. We're fishing for predator fish, not vegetarian fish. Oh no, it lost an eye! If that boat's gonna come where we are, it's gonna be in trouble. There's barely a meter of water here. Interesting. You can actually see there's a meter of water here right now. So this is like a little island in the middle of the river. Say what? How is YouTube? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe. Send an eggplant emoji if you like Moup. Yeah, there's a lot of lettuce here. I'm gonna reel that rod in. Let's get back to the car area. We're gonna try and do the float and bottom fishing over there. In the meantime, I'm getting crispier and crispier. We're now back at the bridge where we started. Trying with the worms right under the bridge. We had some signal at the beginning of the day. I think my float might be a little bit too deep. The bait's probably on the bottom, should be a little bit above it. But we'll see. As long as we're in the water, we can catch fish. And it's nice and relaxing. So, not complaining at all. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The bat. Let's throw this on. Should be shallow enough to get fish to feed. This is a 3D printed bat. Makes a lot of noise. And I love it. Bat bait. So far the bet has been unsuccessful. It's like late in the afternoon and apparently there's a restaurant right over there. So it looks like we're gonna have some drinks. It seems like a good idea. A little break and then we'll see if we'll stay here or go somewhere else. Okay, so we're back at the car. Car's open.
Yes, thank you.
And well, we're done. And Moup's not gonna stay late because he has his son tomorrow. But for me, I think there's a fair chance that after this I'll be going to Rotterdam and do some night fishing. Ta-da! Now some drinks. Barely fits. Good enough. So let's see if we can get something to drink down here.
Yeah, good plan.
It's for free! Free! It's for free! Free! There's frogs in here. And it's closed!
It's free!
Denied! Okay, so drinks didn't happen. Apparently there's a ferry here, which is interesting. I'm gonna get some information. Right, so there was a ferry that cost €5, but I needed to wait 10 or 15 minutes for it to get there. And if I took a car route, it's the same amount of kilometers, but I'll be arriving relatively 15 minutes faster. And I don't have to pay €5. While I'm enjoying this dried sausage, I spoke to Lianne. She's home apparently, and the kids are not home. So we agreed that it would be really, really nice to share a nice glass of wine together. So I'll be making a U-turn, going home, and have some drinks together with the missus. Right, so back home. It was a nice day. It was a great day. It was nice to go out with Moup and to mess around with the kayaks a bit. Fortunately, we didn't catch anything. A little bit disappointed about that, but I'm motivated to persist with this fishing. So I'm gonna clean the mess up, and I'll see you on the next video. Make sure to subscribe. It's for free. Free. Enjoy life. Peace. Pool seats. Cheers.